Hello, Khan Academy. Today we're going to be taking a look at a drawing by Lily Branks, a ninth grader in Drawing 2.
We see in this image is the earth that is depicted above what appears to be a factory with smokestacks having smog that is surrounding earth.
And if you look, there's a really nice contrast of colors between the luscious greens and blues of the earth with the beige, gray, and brownness of the smog. There's some other similar artworks in art history. For example, Pure Land by Mariko Mori. She's a Japanese artist, and she depicted herself as the deity Kichijojoten, the goddess of beauty. And she's in a serene landscape with aliens playing music peacefully on clouds across a very still watered landscape.
But we can't forget that there are other works that depict basically the idea of environmentalism, such as Earth Creation, which was a piece done by Ngwaranai, who is an Australian Aboriginal artist who basically simulated the color and lusciousness of the green time in Australia after it rained through use of a dump dot technique, which created the layers of color and movement
and
depicted.
One other work that is very similar in terms of the environmental commentary is The Old Man's Cloth by El Anatsui. This artist used about 1,000 bottle caps from a distillery in Nigeria in order to create a sort of weaving pattern, almost like a cloth, hence the name. And it's meant to be talking about how we should recycle objects that we find in nature.
But we shan't let these images be removed from the idea of this image in and of itself, and how the earth shown here is Pangea, which is going back to a more simpler time in which
more
humans
primitive
were.
time.
Yes, and then we also see how the smoke is just filling up Pangea, showing how the humans are impacting the modern earth of how it is.
Yes, and looking more away from the ancient prehistorical Pangea towards the modern era, this Mrs. Branks was obviously an environmental activist, and which is a movement which has been gaining a lot of popularity in the modern society. In fact, some cities, such as Beijing, might have so much smog, such as in the picture here, that it causes harm to the people living there.
So we see that she depicts this kind of smog as a type of a sulfurous smog, also known as London smog, as it was first depicted in the industrial era in London. And we see that this was as a result of burning fossil fuels and coals in factories, which is obviously what she is speaking out against.
And overall, Lily Branks creates a wonderfully powerful image about the environmental impact that humans and the Industrial Revolution has had on the earth and its pristine nature.